This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Do you know when to steer clear while driving? We'll discuss that law and more in a segment called Trooper's Corner next. A new week of adventure. Hi everyone, and thanks for watching. I'm Ken Kara, coming at you in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. And subscribe to the SSPTV YouTube channel to never miss a story or a moment of your favorite local TV shows like Out of Left Field. Here's your Monday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Hundreds were evacuated from the Luzerne County Courthouse and surrounding buildings this morning as the result of a bomb threat. According to the Citizens Voice, the courthouse annex, and the Bernard Brominski building were all evacuated just after 9 a.m. Wilkes-Barre police, fire, and emergency responders responded to clear the buildings. Because of the threat, streets around the courthouse were also shut down. The buildings remain closed for the day. County Manager David Pedri says that operations will resume tomorrow. Hazleton police are sounding the alarm after a bad batch of heroin likely led to at least 2 deaths and 3 near-death overdoses in just 12 hours on Friday. According to Police Chief Jerry Speziali, this is a major increase in drug overdoses. He says that bags with no stamp or marking may be laced with the drug fentanyl and are deadly. Fentanyl can be 10 to 100 times as strong as morphine. The chief says that in the past, police learned of periodic epidemics of dangerous heroin batches called China White, where the heroin was laced with a certain kind of fentanyl. While it's too early in this investigation to know if fentanyl is being used, the chief says that the batch is deadly. And today we begin a new feature on SSPTV News. Trooper Corner will air each Monday and will feature important advice from the Pennsylvania State Police. Here's Lisa Sugart with our first installment.
I'm joined by Trooper David Peters, who is a public information officer for the Pennsylvania State Police Troop N. And today's subject is the Steer Clear Law. You may not be aware of this, but this is a law in effect, and it is really for the safety of what you do and for all emergency responders.
Yes, not only that, construction workers as well as maintenance workers, road maintenance, tow truck operators. And basically what the law says is that if you're traveling and you encounter an incident that involves first responders, road maintenance, tow truck operators, you need to move over one lane to give them a clear path to be able to do their work. If you are unable to do so just because of the traffic of the road, then you are to reduce your speed so that you may move by them at a reasonable speed that is safe. Failure to do that would warrant a traffic citation. That could be a fine up to $250.
Now, how often are you out there and you see that people are not aware of this and they just keep going at their normal speed and go right past you?
Absolutely. If they're not doing that, they're traveling in the left lane without passing, which is a completely different law in Pennsylvania, but one that, again, most people don't realize. You know, considering, you know, some other things that go into play in reference to officers being hit, tow truck operators being hit, PennDOT workers being struck in work zones, the fine itself doesn't, you know, constitute the awareness that it takes to operate the motor vehicle. If you strike a worker while violating this law, you could see a 90-day license suspension.
So there are penalties, which there should be for something like this. We're getting into a busy time of the year now where there will be a lot of construction out there. So this is vital that people pay attention. Well,
absolutely. The safety of everybody on the roadway. PennDOT workers, tow truck operators, and in some cases on a traffic stop, the state police or other law enforcement as well. The unique aspect is most people go to work, they don't have somebody driving by them at 55, 65 miles an hour, or just their back to that. So it's difficult. It creates a lot of situations where you're trying to do your job and keep your eyes on the road because you never want to take your eyes yourself off the road as well, so you can pay attention if someone isn't paying attention.
All righty, so very good information. When you are out traveling, if you see the police, the state police, an emergency worker, or you see PennDOT workers out there working on the highways, get into the left lane as soon as possible, slow down, because we don't want to see any accidents. We've seen way too many.
Absolutely. I mean, the law even goes as further to say disabled vehicles as well. If you have the ability to move over and allow someone that clear path to exit their vehicle, especially if they're trying to maybe change their own tire, I mean, on that driver's side location, it's quite scary. If you've ever done it, you completely understand what I mean, trying to change a tire on the driver's side on a highway. So just please be alert. If you can move over, bring your vehicle to a reduced speed, move over in a lane so everybody can go home.
All righty. Great advice from Trooper David Peters to keep you safe out on the highways.
Thank you, Lisa. And time is running out to provide your opinion on parking in downtown Hazleton. The Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress is currently conducting a parking survey that is available on its Facebook page and website.
We've been hearing feedback from some of the local merchants who are concerned that some of the current parking policies and enforcement within the downtown, how is that affecting their business? So rather than, just hearing stories, we wanted to get some data. So we created a survey to collect information on people who not only, work downtown, shop downtown, come down for First Friday events or something like that, come down for meetings, go to doctor's appointments. So anybody who comes downtown, whether they're student, they go to Luzerne County Community College or Lackawanna, resident, we want to hear from them. Do they, what do they think about the current parking policies? Our intent with this is to figure out, how might it be affecting, how might parking, play a role in economic development downtown? And we're just going to provide the information to the city, maybe with some recommendations depending on the results. And so the more people that take the survey, the more information we'll have.
Again, the survey is available for a limited time on DHAP's Facebook page and at downtownhazelton.org. We're taking one last trip out to left field this season on SSPTV. Tonight at 8 p.m., it's the Season 4 finale of Out of Left Field, the show that takes a different look at local sports. Hazleton Area Sports Hall of Famer Joy Gallagher joins us to talk about sports, her life as a scientist, and the first ever Partners in Education Women in Science Symposium. College Football Hall of Famer Major Harris tosses me some passes as I get put through some drills at the Lamont White football camp. And finally, the pastor at Good Shepherd Church in Drums, Father Connell A. McHugh, shows off some of his favorite cards from his collection that includes a lot of guys from Northeast Pennsylvania. Tonight at 8 p.m., it's the Season 4 finale of Out of Left Field. Who will win a $350 or $100 gift certificate in the Laurel Mall's Mother's Day giveaway? The winners will be drawn tomorrow at noon. That means you should drop off your mall sales receipts today with a minimum purchase of $20 in the drop-off at Center Court. Include your name, address, phone number, and email. We will be at the mall for the live drawing and announce the winners tomorrow on SSPTV News. Coming up, Ron Marchetti talks about the Red Sox and the Yankees in trivia treats ahead of their matchup later this week. And up next, we pay another visit to the Future Arts Center in downtown Hazleton. This time, we're checking out the upstairs. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Tonight, our final installment in a three-part series on the Future Arts Center under construction in downtown Hazleton. Here's Lisa Sugart.
This is the future home of the Arts Resource Library here in the Downtown Arts Center. I'm pleased to be joined again by the two ladies who are running the Banking on the Arts campaign. Mary Veronica Sweeney is the director of that campaign, and Allie McKittrick is the associate director. This is fabulous. We see a mezzanine here. We see a lot of history. This is just one of many rooms that will be available to the public when this is completed.
That's right. This room in particular was the old boardroom. So it has the original molding, the beautiful wood, this gorgeous stained wood, and the fireplace, the original marble fireplace. There was a lot of marble in this building at one point, but this is what's remaining. And we're turning this room into what we're calling the Arts Resource Library. It's a wonderful place for people to meet. There'll be resources for them to look for jobs, for just to learn a lot about the arts. And we're proud to say that we were gifted a donation from Joe Madden, hometown Joe Madden, who is basically, he named this space as his, so, which is a wonderful, his gift was a wonderful inspiration to many other donors. So this wonderful room, and it has the original stained glass windows, and it's just such a stunning room. This is one of many rooms that we see as an opportunity for students to come here, young people, old people, middle people, to learn about working in the arts. Because as we were talking about with this building being like the banks, an opportunity for young people to think about a career in the arts, a lot of our rooms are like that. We have a digital classroom that's been named as well, a digital media for students to learn everything they can learn via the three local community colleges here. They can learn anything from applied arts, digital media, website design. So we really are trying to launch opportunities for young people to have careers in the arts, not just as hobbies, but actually have a career.
That's fabulous, and this will be state of the art when it is completed. But there's so much more to this as well, Allie, so tell us some of the other goodies.
Oh, man. Okay, so there are a lot of other studios that that are happening. We have the children's classroom, we have a drawing studio, stained glass studio, and a clay studio.
And this is a great location. It's right in the center of downtown Hazleton. So could you have planned it any better than this?
No. Do I need to say anything else? No. Yeah, it is. We keep calling it ourselves, we call it the crown jewel, because it's part of this larger vision that the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress and many, many other community partners have about turning Broad Street into an arts and innovation hub. So not just an arts center for people to come to, but really starting to envision what's possible here in this town when we think of ourselves as innovators. The very first mural that I did was about Thomas Edison and that extraordinary history of him being in this town once the Steve Jobs of his era, who saw the vision here and believed in this community and brought that great technology. The third city in the world to be fully electrified was Hazleton, Pennsylvania. So that kind of vision, why can't we do that again? Well, it's still here, it's under the surface. So we just need places and gathering spots for people to come and generate it all over again.
Well, this will definitely generate ideas, I guarantee it. Just being in here now and seeing the work that is being done, I already feel inspired. And if you're inspired as well, we want you to give. It's still not too late to give to the Banking on the Arts campaign. And just to wrap this all up, people are wondering, when will this beautiful structure be ready for me to come into? And you tell them?
We're talking about the end of this year or beginning of next year.
Alrighty, so it's coming fast. The campaign has gone quickly. These ladies have been very successful in raising so much money. They need your help, both financially and when the building opens, to make this a complete success and to help to rejuvenate the entire city of Hazleton.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
What does our work week look like weather-wise? I don't know. Let's find out together. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be mostly cloudy. We'll have a low of 47 degrees. And then on Tuesday, the sun comes out, mostly sunny. We'll have a high in the upper 60s. At night, partly cloudy, low of 49 degrees. Wednesday is mostly sunny with a high near 73. At night, partly cloudy, low of 50. On Thursday, we have a 50% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm after 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy, high of 70. Thursday night, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 56 degrees. Friday is partly sunny with a high of 67, and at night, mostly cloudy, low of 49 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. For daily hours, call 570-455-5362. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
And time now for our weekly feature, Law Tips on SSPTV News.
My name is attorney Alexis Falvello. I'm with the Falvello Law Firm in Cunningham, Pennsylvania. Oftentimes we do get calls from potential clients asking us what the difference in separate power of attorneys would be. There are two separate kinds of power of attorneys that you can get. One is a financial power of attorney, and that allows your attorney to handle financial matters on your behalf as if they were you. The other kind of power of attorney you can get is a healthcare power of attorney. And that power of attorney allows the individual that you name to make decisions for you with respect to any healthcare situations that may arise. Here at Falvello Law Firm, when we draft healthcare power of attorneys, attached to it is what's called a healthcare directive. That healthcare directive provides 3 hypothetical situations in which your wishes then are set forth in the event that you're not able to answer questions with respect to your healthcare because of a medical condition that has arose for you. If you have any questions with respect to powers of attorney, please give us a call at Falvello Law Firm.
These are your midday winning lottery numbers on our green screen. Pick 2, 4, 7, pick 3 numbers 8, 7, 4, pick 4, 5, 5, 7, 0, and pick 5, 0, 4, 6, 2, 8. Wild number is 0. We'll give you an update on the North Schuylkill softball team and talk about the Schuylkill relays in sports next.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The North Schuylkill softball team moved one step closer to a Schuylkill League Division I championship over the weekend, but the road is not getting any easier. Here's the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. We had highlights and reaction from their 3-1 win over Tamaqua on Thursday. You can watch them online and with the Samsung Productions app. And then on Friday, they beat Tamaqua again. Haley Bird picked up the win in the circle. Jocelyn Stitzer had the double that made the difference. Jada Shellhammer from Tamaqua pitched great in the 2 games as well. She struck out 8 batters in this one. So North Schuylkill is at Pine Grove today. The winner takes over sole possession of first place in Division I. Then the Lady Spartans will wrap up their regular season at home against Pottsville on Wednesday. Jocelyn Stitzer had 3 hits in the Lady Spartans win over Jim Thorpe. The Hazelton area Lady Cougars won the Blue Mountain Tournament 4-0 over Brandywine Heights. Shenandoah Valley lost to Tri-Valley and Marion lost to Schuylkill Valley. Hazelton area girls won the AAA title at the Schuylkill Track and Field Relays. Isabella Collier, Caitlin Beeler, Jade Sensi, and Virginia Yurchak teamed up to win the shuttle hurdles event. Yurchak also won the javelin with teammate Paige Bonin. The Cougar boys won the 3200 relay thanks to Warren Siegendahl, Kyle Frenick, Gabriel McKittrick, and Ryan Steiner, and Sengadal and Joe Grula won the triple jump. Here's some Schuylkill League winners from the Schuylkill Relays. Tamaqua's Tyler Disbrow and Matthew Amodia won the shot put, and the team of Braden Boyer, Braden Hayer, Scott Grigas, and Mitch Wagner took first in the 800 for North Schuylkill. Emma Nails Kick and Emma Green teamed up to win the discus, and Bryn D'Angelo, Sarah Manbeck, Chloe Stravinsky, and Corey McCormick got gold in the distance medley, and Sarah Wagner and Tori Lindenmuth won the triple jump. Tamaqua's Sophie Boyle and Shannon Brinkworth were the first in pole vault. Parkland beat Hazelton area in baseball. Marion beat Mono area. Tri-Valley blanked Shenandoah Valley. North Schuylkill beat Jim Thorpe with Jake Green getting a no-hitter. Tri-Valley beat Mono area, and Hazelton area lost another non-league game to Easton. MMI baseball split a series with Northwest. Malia Holtz had 6 goals as Hazelton area beat Tunkhannock in girls lacrosse. We'll hear from Holtz soon on SSPTV News. The Cubs, they lost in a walk-off to the Cardinals, and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders fell to Pawtucket on Sunday. Now, here's Ronnie.
The Cleveland Indians won a game on this very night many years ago against the Yankees, but lost maybe permanently their best pitcher, a 23-year-old sensational left-hander whose life reversed directions in 1957. Who was his pitcher? Hi, everybody, on this first Monday of the month. Well, you will not know the answer to that unless you are as old as me or fairly close. With that game only 3 minutes old, 18,386 fans at Cleveland's Municipal Stadium watched in horror 61 years ago tonight as Gil McDougall, the Yankees' second batter, smashed a line drive toward the pitcher. Herb Score, who was unable to get his glove up in time, was hit on his right eye and crumbled to the ground as the ball carried him to third baseman Al Smith. Players from both teams rushed to the fallen pitcher, who was bleeding from both his broken nose and his mouth. With his eye closed and swollen, he was taken to Lakeside Hospital, where he was examined by an eye specialist. The physician reported that the hemorrhaging in Score's eye was so severe that the exact nature of the injury could not be determined for several days. Herb Score, who then missed the entire remainder of the 1957 season, was a 16-game winner in his 1955 rookie season and a 20-game winner in 1956. He never lost consciousness. The fireballer who threw over 100-mile-an-hour fastball was regarded as the best young pitcher in baseball. He was replaced by Bob Lemon in that game, who recorded a 2-1 victory. Now, staying with baseball, on this day, 114 years ago, in 1904, Cy Young pitched a perfect game for the Boston Americans, today's Red Sox, to defeat the Philadelphia A's at Huntington Ground in Boston. And just 28 years ago, Blue Jays hitter Otto Velez collected 4 home runs and 10 RBIs during a doubleheader sweep of the Indians at Exhibition Stadium in Toronto. Otto who? Otto Velez. And finally, yesterday, the Golden State Warriors pulverized the New Orleans Pelicans by 26 in New Orleans. Well, just 5 years ago yesterday, the San Antonio Spurs outlasted the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors, 129-127 in 2 overtimes in Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinal at AT&T Center in San Antonio. The Celtics, Warriors, and Cavaliers are 1 win away from advancing in the NBA playoffs that will end sometime before July 4th. Mother of God, I hope. And the Yankees have won 15 of the last 16. I'm done. Till Monday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. The Lehigh Valley Hospital in Hazleton will be having a blood drive on Tuesday, May 8th from 12 noon until 5 p.m. For more information, you can call Lisa Marie Halecki at 570-501-4249. And that's today's talk of the town. SSPTV News, like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these who recently departed. Agnes Brogan of Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland will announce their arrangements. Stephen D. Davis of McAdoo. Funerals Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. at the Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the funeral home. Matilda Tilly DeGilio of Hazleton. A memorial service will be held Thursday at 11 a.m. at Faith Assembly of God Church in Hazel Township. Friends may call Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton is in charge of the arrangements. Joel Louise Escano of Hazleton. A memorial service will be held Saturday at 3 p.m. at Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses in Hazleton. Friends may call today from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home in Hazleton. Georgia L. McCluskey of Whitehaven. Funeral will be Wednesday at 11 a.m. at St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Whitehaven. Friends may call Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Lehman Family Funeral Home in Whitehaven. And John Soltis of Hazleton. A service will be held Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton. Friends may call Saturday from 12 to 1 p.m. at the funeral home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers! If you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Stacy Folk of Delano. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
We've been talking a lot about the Hazleton area track and field girls and boys teams. Tomorrow, our John Eric Polai will actually talk with some of the members, so stay tuned for that. We'll have another segment too from Frankie's Pizzeria and Restaurant. Remember, all new Out of Left Field tonight at 8 p.m. Right before that, watch Wild Bout Huntin'. What a night you can have here on SSP TV. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.